Hello students, hopefully you all are good. In the previous part 2 of matter, we discussed the kinetic molecular theory of matter. Today we will discuss the processes used during the phase change. From the given picture, you can clearly see how gas converted to liquid, liquid converted to solid, and solid converted to gas. During the process of change of state, either heat absorbed by the substance or heat rejected. So heat absorbed take place when the change takes place from solid to liquid, from liquid to gas, and from solid to gas with the help of following processes. First, melting, vaporization, and sublimation. While in the case of heat rejection, it takes place when change takes place from gas to solid, from gas to liquid, and from liquid to solid. And the processes used are freezing, condensation, and deposition. Phase changes. Description of phase change. Term for phase change. Heat movement during phase change. Liquid to gas. Change from liquid to gas. Term for phase change. We use vaporization for it. Vaporization includes both boiling and evaporation. Heat movement during phase change. Heat goes into the liquid as it vaporizes. Now phase change from gas to liquid. Condensation takes place. Heat movement during phase change. Heat leaves the gas as it condenses. Now phase change from solid to gas. Term for phase change is sublimation. And how heat movement takes place? Heat goes into the solid as it sublimates. Now next is from solid to liquid. Phase change is melting, and heat goes into the solid as it melts. Description of phase change from liquid to solid. Term for phase change, freezing. How heat moves? Heat leaves the liquid as it freezes. Vaporization. Vaporization or boiling. The change from liquid state to gaseous or vapor state on heating at a constant temperature by absorption of heat is called vaporization or boiling. See, there are two types of vaporization. One evaporation and the other is boiling. Evaporation is a natural and a slow phenomenon. While for boiling we need a heat. Okay. So, the temperature at which vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to external atmospheric pressure, we call it boiling, and the temperature at which liquid changes to vapor without further increase in temperature, we call it its boiling point. So, boiling refers to heating up a liquid until it releases vapor, such as heating water on a stove until steam forms. So, vaporization is a phase change. From liquid to gas, it occurs at the boiling point of matter. Molecules speed up, move farther apart, and absorb heat energy. Vaporization by molecular model. In a liquid, the molecule move in all directions. The molecules of a liquid moves in all directions, but within the boundary of the container. They exert small force of attraction on each other. They have low kinetic energy. On heating, the average kinetic energy of the molecules of liquid increases. At a particular temperature, that is boiling point, the molecules acquire sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of attraction between themselves and they become free to leave the liquid surface. So this is vaporization. So what I mean to explain here is that according to the molecular theory of matter, all matter consists of particles. There are spaces in between them. The particle, and this we call intermolecular space, and these particles are in a constant motion. When particles in the liquid phase are heated, they gain kinetic energy and move faster and farther apart. That is, distance get created in between the particles. They have enough energy to escape from the force of attraction, that is intermolecular force of attraction, holding them together in the liquid state, and these particles move very fast and far from each other and convert into vapor, that is gaseous state. Evaporation. You might have observed that when water placed in a shallow open container is exposed to atmosphere, the water gradually disappears. Again, if you put a wet towel, even if you put a wet towel there in a shade, it becomes dry after some time. So where does the water present in shallow container or in a wet towel go? In both these examples or cases, water has converted into water vapor, which is swept away by the air. This is evaporation. So evaporation is another process by which a liquid changes into vapor. The change of state from liquid to vapor at all temperature is called evaporation. Evaporation is a slow and a gradual process. Evaporation takes place only at the surface of the liquid. Evaporation has cooling effect. So evaporation is continuous process. It takes place at all temperature and it takes place only at the free surface of the liquid. See, evaporation and boiling both are the part of vaporization. So what is the difference between evaporation and boiling? Evaporation. Evaporation takes place at any temperature, while boiling takes place at a definite temperature only, called the boiling point of the liquid. Second, evaporation takes place only at the liquid surface, while boiling takes place throughout the mass of the liquid. Evaporation leads to fall in liquid temperature, while during boiling, the temperature of a liquid remains constant. Evaporation, it is a slow and a silent process. It is a continuous process. While boiling, it is a rapid and a violent process. Boiling, vapor pressures are equal to the atmospheric pressure, while in evaporation, the vapor pressures are less than that of the atmospheric pressure. During the boiling, bubbles can form and rise, while in evaporation, bubbles cannot form. So this is the difference between evaporation and boiling. Now the next process is melting. To melt means to change a substance from a solid to a liquid state by heating it to the melting point. Different substances melt at different temperatures, like water melts at 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Melting is also known as fusion. So the process in which a substance in solid state on heating changes into liquid state at a fixed temperature, we call it melting or fusion. And the fixed temperature at which a solid melts into a liquid at a standard atmospheric pressure, we call it melting point. During melting process, although heat is being supplied, but the temperature remains unchanged, that is constant at the melting point of the given solid till whole amount of the solid is transformed into liquid state. So this is melting, also known as fusion. Melting and freezing. Just now I told you about melting. The change from solid state to liquid state on heating at a fixed temperature, we call it melting or fusion. Freezing. Freezing is the change of state of a substance from a liquid state to its solid state. We call it freezing. On cooling. Freezing is also known as solidification, and the fixed temperature at which freezing of a liquid takes place at standard atmospheric pressure, we call its freezing point. Example, water at 0 degrees Celsius freezes to form ice at 0 degrees Celsius by releasing heat. So from the definition of melting and freezing, we come to a conclusion that for a substance, the melting and the freezing point are the same. The melting and freezing point of a substance are defined as the temperature above which the substance is liquid and below which it is solid. Condensation. Condensation is the physical change of matter from gaseous state into a liquid state. Example, fog, dew on grass, glass of ice water, sweating, etc. From the given figure of condensation, we can clearly see with the help of an arrow that how the molecules or the particles of any of the matters get changed when the state changes. In this, you can see the gas particles how get converted into liquid and then to solid when condensation takes place. So in the case of condensation, which is a change of state from gas to liquid, how the change in the molecule pattern takes place. So condensation is the change from vapor state to liquid state at a constant temperature on rejecting heat or on cooling. We call it condensation. The temperature at which vapor changes into liquid without any further decrease in temperature, we call it condensation point of the vapor. Example, steam at 100 degrees Celsius condenses to water at 100 degrees Celsius on cooling. Condensation is also known as liquefaction. Sublimation. The process by which solid changes directly. See, I am putting a emphasis here, directly, into a gas without first becoming a liquid. We call it sublimation. You might have noticed that naphthalene balls, also known as the mothballs, used to protect woolen clothes from insects, directly changes into vapor form, and with the passage of time, the size of naphthalene balls becomes smaller. This is on account of sublimation of naphthalene at room temperature itself. Some other examples of sublimations are camphor, ammonium chloride, iodine, solid carbon dioxide. So these are few of the examples of sublimation. Solids which undergo sublimation are called sublimate, and the gaseous state is called sublime. Sublimation is endothermic. Deposition. Deposition is the reverse process of sublimation. It is also known as desublimation process. Deposition is the process of direct transition of a substance from its gaseous state on cooling into a solid state without passing through the intermediate liquid state. During deposition process, the gaseous substance releases heat to the surrounding. So a phase change from gas to a solid is a deposition, and molecules move closer together and release heat energy. So deposition is the gas on being cooled directly changes to solid without being passing through the liquid phase. Second, it is a thermodynamic process. And third, the opposite of sublimation is deposition. Now from the overlapping circuit grid, we can clearly demonstrate in one figure only that how the following change of state take place with the help of following processes. Just see it clearly and learn it also. Now the remaining topics of the chapter are latent heat, melting by molecular model, rate of evaporation, sublimation and deposition of ammonium chloride that we will explain through activity. Till then, stay home, stay safe, regularly wash your hands and be happy. Thank you for watching. Good day.